Welcome to my class. In this particular session, we are going to talk about WWW, World Wide Web, a service provided by Internet. Some of the important services provided by Internet are discussed in brief. WWW, that is World Wide Web. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. Email, electronic mail. Internet phone or video conferencing. Telnet, telecommunication network. E-business, chatting and instant messaging. And the last one is news group. In this particular session, we will talk only about WWW, World Wide Web. World Wide Web and Internet, both are not the same thing. Many people commonly use the term Internet and World Wide Web or just the web interchangeably, but the two terms are not same. WWW is one of the most popular services available on the Internet. This is the symbol of Internet. Here we have shown the world map. Let us look into the functioning of WWW. This is router, and there are a number of routers. They are spread over globe. All these routers are interconnected with each other through wires. These different routers are interconnected with wires. This is Internet, a network of wires spread over the globe. This is Internet. It is a network of wires. 99% international data moves on wires. Let us take up this particular example to one step ahead. Different routers connected to each other. Here we have a server which is connected to one of the router. We connected a server with this web, and we started calling this server as web server because it is connected to a web of wires. Web server contains a program. We named it as site. Since the site is on web server, instead of calling it site, we started calling it as website. Now a server computer is connected to a web of wires. We started calling it as web server. Web server contains a program called site. Instead of calling site, we started calling it as website because its server is connected to a web of wires. Site programs contains number of pages. Instead of calling pages, we started calling them as web page. Web page contains lot of information. Web pages are written in a language called Hypertext Markup Language, HTML. Now instead of having one server, we will have two servers. Web server 1. For simplicity's sake, assume two web servers are connected to this web of wire, and we name the second server as web server 2. Now there are two web servers on the internet. Internet is web of wires. Web server 1 and web server 2. Both have websites, website 1 and website 2. Both have web pages. We interconnected these web pages through hyperlinks. Now these web pages are interconnected to each other through hyperlinks. Now there is more information in combined form. Now web server contains website, website contains web pages, and web pages contain information, and this information is linked through hyperlink. If there are millions of servers connected to internet, then there are millions of websites and billions of linked web pages. Linked web pages means a web of information around the globe. These linked web pages through hypertext technology is termed as World Wide Web. So basically these linked web pages which are linked through hypertext technology, these link pages are termed as World Wide Web. Now let's see that there is a client computer which I named it as my computer, and there is one web server. In between we have, throughout the globe, we have spread the routers, and these routers are interconnected with each other. One of the router is connected to web server. It means web server is connected to this web. From the user computer, from my computer, a request goes to one of the router. Router forwards this request to next router, again next router. In this way, a request from the client computer, that is my computer, it moves on different routers and finally it reaches to web servers. What is that request? My computer wants a web page from the web server. You can see that a request goes to a web server. If there is only one web server, then the request will be made to one web server. But we find that there are a number of web servers which are connected to the internet. In reality, millions of web servers are connected to internet. Millions of servers are connected to this network of wires. Again, routers are connected to each other. From my computer, a request goes from one router to another router and it reaches to web server. We know that there are millions of web servers. Web server contains website. Website contains web pages. There are millions of web servers and all web servers contains websites. Website contains web pages. You can see it here that website contains web pages. These web pages are interlinked to each other with the help of hypertext technology. With the help of hyperlinking, we interconnected one web page with another web page. One web page is on one website on one particular web server. This is connected to another web server which contains website, and website contains web pages. Similarly, you can find it here that another web page is connected to another web page of a web server. A web page on one particular website is connected to another web page of another web server. Similarly, we connected different websites to each other, again with the help of hypertext technology. Now, Internet is connected with web servers, millions of web servers. Web servers contains website which are interlinked with each other. Website contains web pages which are further interlinked with each other. Website contains web pages. Web pages contain information. Now it appears that information has been connected to each other. There becomes an ocean of information. This web of information is termed as World Wide Web. Now, Internet is simply a web of wires, whereas World Wide Web is interlinked web pages, interlinked websites, interlinked web servers. So we can say that Internet and www are not the same thing. Internet is global network of computers that transmit information. These computers are connected through wired and wireless media that makes the flow of information possible. Whereas www, which is termed as web, it is a collection of information stored in the website that a net user can access with web browser. So Internet is a web of wires, whereas www, it is a web of website, and website contains information. Meaning of www, World Wide Web. www is subset part of Internet that provides information in text, information in audio, video, animations, and still images. So www is a part of Internet that provides information in text, audio, video, animation, and still images. www or web is a component, it's a part of the Internet that provides access to large amount of information located on many servers. These servers are web servers. In simple terms, web is a part of Internet and it refers to servers connected to Internet that support hypertext using a specific Internet protocol, that is HTTP, Hypertext Transfer or Hypertext Transmission Protocol. www is a global hypertext system embedded in web pages which uses the Internet as its transport mechanism. Internet is nothing, it's a web of wires. On these wires the information flows, but that information is kept inside the web pages. Those web pages are within website and those website programs are within web servers. In a hypertext system, the user navigates by clicking hyperlinks, which displays another document, which may also contain hyperlinks to other sites and documents, etc. Throughout the world, the web servers are connected. These web servers contain website, the website contains web pages, and the web pages contain information. Web servers contains websites, website contains web pages, and web pages contain information. It means throughout the world there are a number of web servers which contains websites, and websites contain web pages. Web pages contain information, and this information is linked to each other. These web pages are linked to different websites. It means there is a web of information. This web of information is termed as World Wide Web. Web pages are created using Hypertext Markup Language (HTML). The fundamental part of the web is website or web page, which is a text document containing links to other web pages, graphics and audio files, and other internet services. So the fundamental part of the web is website or web page, which is a text document, and it contains links to other web pages, some graphical and audio files, and some other internet services. Note: in addition to HTTP, Hypertext Transmission Protocol, other protocols like FTP, File Transfer Protocol, email, Telnet, telecommunication network, that is Telnet, Usenet, user network, are also available and accessible on the internet. Since www web is a part of the internet, it is clear that web cannot exist without internet. Whereas internet would still be internet without www, that is web. So web cannot be there without internet, but internet will be there without web, without www. www is a system of internet servers that support specially formatted documents. These formatted documents are in the form of HTML documents. The documents are formatted in a markup language called Hypertext Markup Language (HTML) that support links to other documents as well as audio, video, and graphic files. This means you can jump from one document to another simply by clicking on hyperlinks. There are many servers on internet, but all internet servers are not part of the World Wide Web. What are the features of World Wide Web? First, it is a medium of publishing information. The World Wide Web or web is a medium for publishing information on the internet in an easy to use form. Second, easy retrieval of information. The World Wide Web makes retrieval of information quite easily and quickly. Third, easy navigation of documents. www is a search tool that helps user to find and retrieve information from a website using links to other sites and documents. The www is built on a technology called hypertext. The hyperlinking technology increases the user's accessibility to linked documents on the internet, and user can navigate among available documents very easily. Fourth point, helpful in sharing information. The www is intended to help people share information resources, whatever information is made available on the internet. Fifth, use of protocol. Protocol is set of rules used by the computers while transmitting information from one place to another. Internet uses a number of protocols. Similarly, www uses a protocol which is known as Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP). HTTP acts as an interface between a browser, that is web client software such as Internet Explorer or Netscape, navigator, and the web server. So HTTP acts as an interface between a browser and the web server. These are the features of World Wide Web. So one thing it must be clear to us, when we talk about internet, it's a web of wires. But when we talk about World Wide Web, it's a web of information that is available on the web pages, and that is available on the websites, that is available on the web servers. Thank you very much.